Allen Ginsberg put me in touch with Elena Botteri, who was the director of the institute at that association at that time. And I finished in 2006, more or less. It was about 20 years. The students varied in number from sort of 8 to 16 or so. And what was interesting, in contrast to the classes I had at the university, is that they came from all walks of life and all ages. And that livened up the class, because you got different points of view from different stages of life, and had some very interesting students there. They were invariably very, very nice people, and it was a pleasure to go there. And my sort of teaching time was more or less every evening, Monday to Friday, from say 6 or 7 to 8 or 9. You decided what books you were going to use. What was decided for you was the level. We didn't actually, or at least I didn't, work towards an exam, but basically work towards getting the people trying to speak. And I used a variety of exercises for that, and visual aids and audio aids. The people who came to the talks, not only mine, but others, would suggest, yes, that it was an important part of Triestini life. Also, the people who came to it asking about courses in language or looking for private classes. I had one, the soprano Ilaria Zanetti, another favorite student of mine who I still keep in contact with, was a man who works on the tugboats. Whether he is now the head of the tugboats or not, he should be, but a man of extraordinary variety of experience on the sea. But that was the sort of, the parameters. On the one hand, you have the opera house, on the other hand, you have the sea, which I suppose reflects Trieste as well, in a way. For anybody who's coming to teach, usually is coming from outside the city, it is a marvelous way to get into the city by teaching there and meeting different representatives of what goes on in the city. It also helps considerably the fact that it's such a warm and welcoming place, and which it obviously continues to be. I never dreaded going into the institute or the association in the evening. Oh my gosh, another 2 hours or something, because it was always a pleasure to be there, and a pleasure to meet. Not if you did manage to meet some of your fellow staff, that was fine, but the secretaries, mainly, of course, the students. And obviously that tradition is certainly being upheld by Carolyn and her staff.